never conclude the life of a man, no matter how exciting it gets where you are. Always know to say the life of a man, it is in the hands of God Himself, because God can turn the tables at any time. It's not the waters around the ship that makes the ship to sink, but it is the waters that gets into the ship that makes the ship to sink. Already tells you to say it is what gets inside of you that makes you to give up in life, not what is around you. Now it is the best time that you begin to watch the things that you are entertaining, the things that you are allowing in order for them to come in your life. Most of us, we are destined for greatness. Most of us, we've got so much potential inside of us. I want you to think about your job. I want you to think about your relationship. I want you to think about your capabilities. I want you to think about your calling. I want you to think about your talent. I want you to think about your gift. I want you to think about whatsoever thing that you feel that you are good at right now. I know you are best when it comes to that. I know you can make it when it comes to that. But now take a look at this. I want you to know to say it is only one thing that draws you backwards. Each time that you want to push for that thing, each time that you want to pursue for something, there is only one thing called negative energy. This is the reason why a good number of us, we are not progressing. We are feeding on what people say. The reason why we are not progressing in that ministry, man of God, look at you. You are thinking about what that mentor said concerning your ministry. You are still thinking about what that man of God prophesied concerning your ministry. You are still thinking about how certain individuals, they failed in ministry. So you feel as if you cannot proceed. You feel as if you are going to fail as well. Just because it happened to them, it does not mean that it can happen to you. Just because you've been taught to say ministry, it is hard, it is very difficult, now you do not even want to start. Just because you've been taught to say in ministry people fall like leaves, they can never proceed, they die before their time if God has not communicated in a proper way. But themselves, they all started with passion in order for them to be where they are right now. They are scaring you. That's the reason why you are not starting. They are scaring you. That's the reason why you don't even pause. They are scaring you. That's the reason why things are not even working out. You've got a calling, you've got a career inside of you. Only thing they're telling you, it is that wait for your time. When is your time going to come? When them, they started in their 20s, you are in your 30s right now. They're still telling you to say wait for your right time. I'm bored enough on this one. I want to tell you to say don't allow their negative energy. There are certain individuals, they've got a negative energy, but when you look at it very well, it seems as if it is a positive energy. So go and start that ministry, man of God. Let me also talk to you, a career woman, a career man. There is something that you're supposed to push for, and therefore you should never allow the negative energy of certain individuals to weigh you down. Why is it that you're allowing your mother? Why is it that you're allowing your friends should not push for that career? To tell you that you should not push for certain job activities, to tell you that you should not push for certain things. Just because their father, they failed to become an engineer, it does not mean that you're going to fail to become an engineer. Just because their father failed to become a doctor, it does not mean that you're going to fail to become a doctor. Just because in their family they failed to pursue for law, it does not mean that you cannot do law. Those are those. You are a different person. Go and pursue for that career. Just because somebody told you to say if you're going to enroll for this course, it is very difficult, chances of passing, they are very slim, it does not mean that that's who you are. Just because they told you to say this job or this course that you are pursuing for, it is not on the market, it's not going to be market, just because it never worked out for them, it does not mean that it's not going to work out for you. You are a different breed. You are a different person. It is going to work out for you. Let me also talk to my dear friend here that is pursuing for a certain talent, that is trying to make sure that they discover their talent. They are going to discourage you so many times. They are going to tell you to say in music there is nothing. In music it takes a lot of years in order for you to grow up. In music it takes a lot of years in order for you to be heard, in order for you to become the best, in order for you to become better. Yes, I know it takes a lot of years, because there is no success that gets to occur overnight. you need to work extra hard in order for you to become it. You need to work extra hard in order for you to attain it. But the question that I have for you is that, are you going to listen to their negative energy? Let's talk about Mike 2. Let's talk about your maps. Let's talk about Danikaya. These are individuals that worked on themselves in order for them to become relevant, in order for them to become prominent, in order for them to become the people that we're looking up to even today. They did not become successful overnight. So go and pursue for that talent. Go and become a musician. I know they tell you to say in Zambia, when you are at the age of 20, you want to start football, but when you are at the age of 15, chances are very slim that you can be heard. Chances are very slim that you can become better. But come on, you can still go. You can start late and still become the latest in town. So don't let their negative vibe, their negative energy make you feel as if you cannot do it. There is chance, there is an advantage, there is an opportunity that you can become whatsoever that you desire, that you can unleash your potentials that are inside of you. Don't allow those negative energy. Most of the negative energies that we have, they come from people that have gone ahead of us. They come from mentors. They come from the people that we respect. That's the reason why we don't even pursue for the things that we're supposed to pursue for. They come from the people that we highly esteem. They've got a certain experience. They feel as if the experience that they have, you are going to pass through it as well. Come on, it is totally different to understand, to say you need to go and pursue for that thing. I want you to think about that relationship that you are in with that lady. Think about the relationship that you are in with that man. They tell you to say, when you marry a Rosie, when you get married to a Bemba, things do not work out. This is how it's going to turn out. This is how it's going to be. Just because they married the Bemba, just because they married the Rosie, just because they married the Tonga, they feel as if just because it did not work out for them, it's not going to work out for you. Now you are a different breed. The way you differ facially, the way you differ, the way you look, it is the way you differ when it comes to destinies. Just because with this person it never worked out for them, it does not mean that it will never work out for you. With you, it is going to work out. With you, it is possible. They told you to say getting married to a man of God, it is something that is very bad. You will never enjoy life. You will never have peace. Yes, they never had peace simply because it is them. But with you, it is going to be different. Therefore, you are supposed to change your mindset. You are not supposed to feed on their negative energy. You are not supposed to feed on their experience. You are not supposed to feed on whatsoever that they whatsoever that they say. This is the reason why we always say it is better to die trying than never. Go and try out different things out there. Go and try out that course. Go and try out that career. Go and try out to date that person. If it doesn't work out, it is better you see it for yourself that it does not work out, instead of somebody telling you to say it will never work out. In a case where you try to make things work out and they do not work out, come on, you can still try again. Come on, you can still rise up again and try for the second time, try for the third time, try for the fourth time. There is a reason why the Bible says a righteous man shall fall 7 times and shall still rise back once again. You are rising once again. I know you failed to pray. You are rising once again. I know you failed to deliver a speech. You are rising once again. I know you failed those exams. You are rising once again. I know you failed the first relationship, but you are rising once again. Don't let people conclude your destiny. Don't let people conclude whatsoever that concerns you. Come on, you've got a lot of potentials inside of you. Come on, you've got a lot of abilities inside of you. But a lot of individuals, they are weighing you down. Just because they are not supporting you, you feel as if you are in a wrong career. Just because they are not supporting you, you feel as if you are pursuing for a wrong talent. Man of God, just because your fellow ministers, they cannot share your contents, they cannot share your posts, your fellow men of God, they cannot applaud you, they cannot support you for the sharpness that you have in the prophetic. It does not mean that you're not a prophet. It does not mean that you do not have a genuine call from God. You have a genuine call from God. Just keep on pressing on. Just keep on pressing on. My dear lady, just because they are not applauding you, they are not celebrating you for whatever that you do on Facebook, for whatsoever that you do on WhatsApp, for whatsoever that you do in everything that you do, it does not mean that you do not have potentials for those things. The ability, the potential, the capacity, it is inside of you. You have it. The only thing that you're supposed to do, it is to work on yourself. Don't feed on their negative energy. No matter what they say, don't feed on their negative energy. I'm talking about mentors that have become tormentors. People that tell you to say, no, it is not possible. People that don't endorse you simply because they know to say you can become better than them one of these days. People that don't endorse you simply because they feel as if you're in a competition with them. They'll never endorse you. Not even a single day. Now it is the best time that you begin to work on yourself. There is no such a thing like you do this when the right time comes. A right time, sometimes it never comes. I have seen it several times. Can't you understand that 3 years ago they were telling you to say there are certain things that you do when the right time comes? When is the right time going to come? You are at the age of 30, you are at the age of 25 right now. They are telling you to say you should start this when the right time comes. When is the right time going to come? Before you know it, you are going to be at the age of 40. Before you know it, you are going to be at the age of 50. Before you know it, you are going to be at the age of 60. And you'll be waiting for that right time to come. Don't let somebody to sleep on your calling. Don't let somebody to sleep on your talent. Don't let somebody to sleep on your abilities in the name of you are waiting for the right time. Come on, provided that you've got passion for it. Push for it. You've got a passion for football, go in the OIDC, go in the Olympic, go and do the trainings and become better. You've got a passion to become a president, you've got a passion to become an author, go and read a lot of books and begin to draft something out there. Go and showcase. You've got a passion to become a motivational speaker. You've got a passion to speak to the public. Go and try out to speak to the public. If it doesn't work out, go back in the secret place and shape yourself once again. The only way that we can become effective, it is when we begin to shape ourselves. It is when we begin to build ourselves. Every teacher out there that is effective, that is doing fine in the teaching department, at a certain point, they had a certain kind of phobia. At a certain point, they felt as if they cannot do it until they had to put in their effort, they had to put in their focus, and they become better. They became the people that they were supposed to be. At a certain point, that doctor that you feel that is the most important at that hospital, at that clinic, at a certain point, that doctor felt as if they are not good enough. That doctor felt as if they were not important in that institution. We are as a result of trying things out. Don't let anybody distract you. We are as a result of trying things work out. If they don't work out today, they'll work out tomorrow. If they don't work out tomorrow, they'll work out the other day. If they don't work out the other day, we'll keep on placing on until we get there. And in a case where you don't get there, it will be said that you tried to get there. At least it will be said that you tried to get there. Don't sleep on your dreams. Now it is the time to wake up. Now it is the time to rise up. Now it is the time to make things work out for your good. If you don't make things work out for your good now, you are not paving a good way for your generation. You are not paving a good way for your siblings. You are not paving a good way for your brothers and sisters in that family. Be a signposter in your family. Let people be able to look at you and say, but God is faithful. Let people be able to look at you and be able to say, there are some battles that you fought in order for you to be where you are today. Check this out. Most of the people that left a legacy on the face of the earth, their advantage is that they started early. Their advantage is that they started at a young age. You at your young age right now, they're telling you to say, don't be on air, don't be on Facebook, don't be on WhatsApp, don't be on YouTube, they're telling you don't. But those that were there, the people that we read about right now, they started early. Check this out. Go in the history. Nelson Mandela started at a young age. Check in the history. The late KK started at a young age. Check in the history. Maps started at a young age. Makitu started at a young age. Most of these individuals, Justin Bieber started singing at the age of 7. Cristiano Ronaldo started playing football at the age of 7. Lionel Messi started playing football at a very tender age. They started when they were very, very, very young. But you, each time that you want to try certain things out, they tell you to say, no, wait for your time. No, your time it will come. Your time it will come. Your time it will come. Which time are you talking about? Which time are you talking about? My brother, my sister, this is a wake-up call to you. I know you've managed to finish watching this video. This is the right time for you. If you're still waiting on God to speak something, to come in an audible voice and speak to you, to say, my son, my daughter, now it is the best time. You will keep on waiting for that voice for the rest of your life. I'm the God sent. Today I am the one that God has used to open your eyes. I'm the one that God has used to open your ears. I'm the one that God has used to open your insights, that you can be able to know to say, now it is the best time that you're supposed to push for those things that you're supposed to push for. David became a king at the age of 30. Joseph became a king at the age, a prime minister at the age of 30. What are you talking about? There is no such a thing like wait for your time. You can only manifest and become better in your season, of course, but there is always that training phase that you undergo. Preparations are supposed to start now. You can't have a battle with the Indians or the Malawians and you're in Zambia. You want to fight against them on the 19th and today it's on the 10th, and you're just folding hands, you're waiting for the 19th. No, you're supposed to do some trainings even before you have a fight with them. So now we are training in order for us to become the people that we're supposed to be. Hopefully this message has blessed you. Shalom, I'm signing out. It's Felix.